What's up guys, Chigs here from Chigs Tech Reviews. So today I've got my hands on the all new Dell XPS 9310. Now the first thing I have to say about this laptop is what an amazing build quality. It feels more premium than a MacBook Pro. The edges are diamond cut and feel very smooth to the touch. So all metal chassis with Dell's trademark logo engraved on top. Absolutely stunning craftsmanship. This has to be the pinnacle of premiumness when it comes to laptops. Furthermore, if we check out the display, you have a 13.3-inch 4K InfinityEdge display, and InfinityEdge basically gives you a larger 1610 display in a smaller form. And check out those tiny bezels on the sides. The top and bottom bezels are also pretty slim, and you might not be able to see it, but there's actually a webcam hidden in the top bezel, and I'll zoom in to try and show you. You can just about see that dot. So that is a tiny 2.25mm webcam in the top bezel. I like how hidden the webcam is, completely out the way, and very nice slim bezels. This is the Ultra HD 4K model. It supports Dolby Vision and has HDR certifications. Screen res is 3840 by 2400. It's an anti-reflective panel with 500 nits maximum brightness. It's also equipped with 100% sRGB and DCI-P3 color gamut. And you also have a layer of Gorilla Glass 6 protection. And if all that is not enough, guess what guys? It's a responsive touchscreen as well. So absolutely gobsmacking super quality display you have here, and you can also pick this laptop up in a slightly cheaper Full HD resolution. Also, this laptop is quite compact and light, weighing in at only 1.27 kgs, and it's only 14.8mm thick, making it an absolute delight to travel with. Now on the left side we have a Thunderbolt 4 port which supports display and power, and you have a very handy micro SD card slot. And on the other side we have another Thunderbolt 4 and a 3.5mm headphone and microphone combo jack. Now the lid does very slightly protrude to help you open and close it with ease, and you do have very smooth hinges. And with over a week of opening and closing, it has not made this laptop any looser. It still feels like day one, and it is easy enough to open with a single thumb. Now you do have a built-in lid sensor which powers on the system every time you open the lid, regardless of what state you left it in. The laptop also has a fingerprint sensor built in to the power button, which as you can see is very fast and responsive. And if you prefer, you can also set up face unlock. Now you do have an edge-to-edge keyboard with larger keycaps. It's great to type, very comfortable with plenty of travel, and it's a backlit keyboard with 3 levels of brightness. Now you are also getting a large glass precision touchpad, and I am a big fan of larger touchpads, and this one feels very smooth to the touch. And I also nearly forgot to mention, you have the most beautiful carbon fiber palm rests with an aerospace inspired look, and it's designed to stay cool to the touch. Great if you spend hours typing on your laptop, and it feels very comfortable too. Now let's talk about my favorite category, the power. Now this laptop is powered by the 11th gen Intel Core i7 1165G7. It's the new Tiger Lake chip, quad core, clocked at 2.8 GHz, combined with the Intel Iris Xe shared graphics with a whopping 16 GB of LPDDR4 RAM, and that is onboard RAM, so it's not upgradable. And you also get a 512 GB SSD drive, and that's an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD. Now, general performance of this laptop is superb. You can undertake any task with blazing fast performance. And if you're wondering how the gaming performance is, this laptop has shared graphics, so it's not really designed as a gaming laptop. However, you can play most general games from the Windows Store like Asphalt 9, Modern Combat and Candy Crush. All will play absolutely fine on the highest graphical settings. And just to see what happens, I tested GTA 5 on high graphics 720p, and as you can see, you can expect around 30 frames per second. Now if you bump that up to 1080p high settings, you're only going to get around 20 frames per second. Now overall gameplay, it looks okay and plays okay, I suppose, but again, do remember this is not a gaming laptop, but nevertheless I just wanted to show you guys what to expect. Now this laptop has an advanced thermal design with dual fans and a single heat pipe. You've got your vents under the hinge and on the back, and the laptop does a pretty efficient job at optimizing the airflow and keeping the system running cool, and the fans are also fairly silent. You can hear them when you start playing games, but it's definitely not annoyingly loud. Now let's talk about the battery life. You have a 52 watt hour battery built in, and you can expect around 12 hours of battery life with productivity apps like Word, Excel, databases, etc. Now if you were to stream on Netflix or YouTube non-stop, then you can achieve around 8 hours of battery life. And gaming will give you around 4 hours or less, depending on what type of game you are playing. And a 45 watt charger is included in the box, which can get you from 0 to 80% in just 1 hour. But that is if the unit is off. If you're using the laptop whilst charging it, expect around 2 hours of total charge time. Furthermore, you have killer Wi-Fi 6 with dual antennas and Bluetooth 5.1, and throughout my tests I did not experience any Wi-Fi issues at all. I could easily move around anywhere within the building and still enjoy a solid Wi-Fi connection. Now Windows 10 Pro is snappy in operation as expected. I have not experienced any lag using this laptop or any overheating issues. This has been my daily driver for over a week now, and I've been watching lots of 4K movies, editing 4K videos, surfing the web, email, social media, all the usual stuff. And this laptop simply offered me a mind-blowing performance with no slowdown experience no matter what I did. Now this laptop has all its certifications in place, and you can stream Netflix in 4K with Dolby Vision. Amazon Prime also supports 4K HDR streaming, and you are also getting 4K on YouTube. Now the audio quality is actually quite good, considering the speakers are located at the bottom. You've got the speaker grills on either side of the laptop towards the edge. They deliver a maximum output of 4 watts combined. They are pretty balanced and give a rich sound. They are actually much better than I expected them to be, especially considering the compactness of this laptop and the fact that the speakers were located at the bottom. So loud and clear with no distortion even on the maximum volume. And here's a quick look at system properties. So you can see we have the 11th gen Intel Core i7 1165G7, and it's clocked at 2.8 gigahertz. 16 gigs of internal, 15.7 usable, and pre-installed with Windows 10 Pro 64-bit operating system. And here are some benchmarks. So just over 3,000 points on Cinebench multi-core score, and a pretty decent CPU pass mark of just over 10,000. So there you have it guys, that was the all-new Dell XPS 13 9310. So here are my final thoughts. You're getting a brilliantly designed laptop. It's ultra compact, metal chassis, beautiful display, super battery life, great backlit keyboard and trackpad. You've got Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.1, Thunderbolt 4, and a powerful Core i7 Tiger Lake performance. This is the Ultra HD Plus model, and it's quite expensive, especially with the Core i7. I absolutely love this laptop, and the Core i7 Tiger Lake performance is exactly what I need as a content creator. The build quality is incredible, and so is the performance, and you're getting a superb battery life to go with it. Now, there are a few drawbacks that I encountered which I would like to mention. The speaker placement underneath is not ideal. There is no privacy cover on the webcam. You have limited ports, so I do appreciate the SD slot, but you only have 2 Thunderbolt 4s. Maybe they should have thrown in an HDMI and a regular USB port, and a gigabit LAN would have been really useful. And finally, the RAM is on board, so no room for upgrading in the future. So bottom line, this laptop is really for someone who wants the very best money can buy in terms of build quality, portability, powerful performance, and great battery life, and someone who's willing to pay the premium price for it. Now, any questions, you know what to do. Meanwhile, links will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. I'll see you guys in the next one.